It's here, finally! The Pixar trailer we've been waiting for all month. Pixar always releases one of their big trailers sometime in November, usually on the first Thursday. Today they've done it on the third Wednesday just to personally screw with me. And it's not just their upfront next mainline movie, it's a spin-off TV series, of all things, of Inside Out 2. This is Dream Productions, which we've known about for a little while now. It is very much focusing on another element of the Inside Out world, but I guess one that they couldn't fully expand properly in the movie up to this point. Now, without such a heavy emphasis on the emotions, it's instead all going to these blob characters again. Now, I personally have been getting kind of tired of blob characters for a while now. I've even called out Pixar as well for specifically doing blob characters a little bit too much as of late. This, to me, has a little bit of an uphill battle to really get me on board 100%, because when I watched this initial trailer, I just get the tone of Monsters at Work, which was, you know, a palatable extension of the main movie franchise, but it's nothing to really shout and jump about. It was great when they got around to the sequel and showed off the things we actually wanted to see, like the return of Randall and the rival from the prequel movie, but here, it seems fine. Now, this is not an extensively long series. It is literally just 4 episodes. It's a limited series coming out December 11th and probably covering up, what, a bit longer than an hour, so I guess it's a full movie by itself. But the presentation is very much different to the next big Pixar movie. It's got the budget to be well animated, but you can kind of see what we're dealing with here. One of the best charms of the Inside Out universe is the extensive creativity out of the writing and recontextualizations of the mental processes that are on show in the feature films. And I think that's absolutely going to still be the case here. There's going to be all sorts of clever ideas that they're going to mention across this hour and 20 minutes. I mean, even at the end of this trailer, they mention a character being demoted to brain fart, which, while not exactly an extensively incredible joke, and I'm especially the type of person who would say that, but it is interesting to hear as the idea of brain fart is actually something on the cutting room floor of the sequel movie, because there was originally a ship that the emotions were going to have to ride called the SS Brain Fart. So to see it repurposed here is a nice way to see some unfinished content in other forms. Naturally, as well, you're going to have a stellar voice cast incorporated in this. I'm pretty sure I hear the voice of Richard Ayoade in there. And apparently the main protagonist of this is a character called Paula Persimmon, voiced by Paula Pell. So literally, I guess, a parody of themselves. The plotline being that she is the acclaimed director of Riley's Dreams, and the plotline is going to be about her having to deal with the trials of trying to create the next hit dream after being paired up with Zenny, Richard, who is a smug daydream director looking to step up into the big league of night dreams. To be fair, the concept of an Inside Out movie or show based around dreams and nightmares does genuinely have some length to it. I adore what little we have seen from these dreamly creatures, and the set design work looks really nice. I'm just currently not crazy about the designs of the characters themselves, but everything behind them, everything around them, does look like stellar Pixar work. I've been waiting all month for the next big Elio trailer. That was the kind of stakes I was expecting. This time last year, we were literally talking about the Inside Out 2 trailer. So this is a little bit of a step down. It does feel very Monsters at Work coded, but it also, with it having a parent company in Disney, also feels like the Zootropolis spin-off TV series they made called Zootropolis Plus, or Zootopia Plus if you must. There, again, it very much had this reality TV show setting, which is a lot more fitting to what Dream Productions here is going for. Hey there, you're halfway through. Come along and subscribe if you want to keep up with other animated movie trailers. You know how it goes at this point. Alright, let's resume. In that, there were several different episodes following several different side characters to the main movie, extending the events of the initial movie with their own TV show reality. Sometimes it was reality TV, sometimes it was an old classical movie, and other times it was just a straight extension and drama. This very much has the vibe of that documentary behind the scenes thing, and I would certainly rate the quality of Zootropolis 2 a good chunk above Monsters at Work for the tone. So this really could go either way. In fact, even when I'm seeing this shot again, I've got the trailer looping in the background while I say this, I can even see there's an extra element of some nice 2D animation, as one of the characters is entirely animated onto a piece of paper from a notebook, which is actually really stellar work to see. I loved the 2D integrations they added from the sequel movie, so 100% I'm on board with that kind of vibe. I think it's just the main characters that I don't like. The concept on the surface seems quite simplistic and basic, but considering this is literally the world of Inside Out, I'm certain it's going to expand and surprise us in all sorts of additional directions. Plus, I'm sure it'll be a great old parody of those kind of documentary behind-the-scenes vibes, because what do you know? It's not far off from how actual Disney movies are made when they're actually in live action. Whether every character is going to be a parody of somebody that already exists, I don't know. And I'll certainly be curious to see how well most of these jokes translates to children, since I'm not even certain if kids will understand the first one with the censored angry face. But hey, parodying that kind of hipster kind of director with a weird, doofy vibe, yeah, I could totally get on board with that. The fact that there's a council room of debating how to make the next Dream is the kind of plotline I don't think I'm expressly interested in. I don't really want to see the CEO of Dreams having an argument with random cells. But we do get to see that from some of the Dream map making, there is some genuine human interaction, which I think will be absolutely stellar. Whether it is Riley dealing with a nightmare monster chasing her, or being on some sort of prom night with stars flying her around everywhere, that looks great. The more we see of the emotions, the environment, or Riley herself, the better. For as long as we're watching these discolored jelly beans, I'm not entirely on board. And really, considering this is just a spin-off TV series, I think that's kind of what they're going for. It doesn't need to break boundaries, it's just a beloved movie franchise, getting a nice expansion, and I hope it does work out well. So far, it seems to have some green flags, it seems to have some red flags. I mean, hey, where are half the emotions? Did they not want to get back the voice actors for that? Fair enough, but also, alright, let's see Inside Out for the non-Inside Out bit. And who knows, maybe if it does do well, they will actually expand this further. Clearly, there's still way too much room to expand every possible dimension of Riley's mind further, so I'd be very on board with seeing it. On first impressions, I'm 50-50, but I've got high hopes. This is Disney Pixar after all. And who knows, maybe when the actual movie comes out, we'll do a deep dive of every Easter egg in the background and brain-related gag. I can already see a sheep from Toy Story in the background as one of the statues behind Janelle when we first see her, apparently. Well, either way, that is at least my preliminary ideas around this Dream production series. Still not the greatest title, but apparently that's the running theme with movies right now. Beyond that, I think I should end it off there. I'm looking forward to seeing what further things they're going to introduce to us, either before the thing drops out, or when the actual thing actually drops on Disney+. Hopefully the other directors they teased us about will have some nice extra fleshings out to see. For now, my name's been Daz. Thank you very much for reaching the end of this video. Do let me know your thoughts. Which way round do you think this is going to go? Are you on board with this? Is it like cool, but you're not really going to watch it? I'd love to hear the vibe of how people feel about Dream Productions. But otherwise, I shall see you in a little bit.